Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
Ashe and Firi, you throw yourselves into the portal and are stretched and pulled across existence. You manage to hold on to each other's hands, clasped tightly. You feel the rush of wind, and suddenly, a wicked, awful smell. You touch down on the ground, roll about 3 feet together, and come to a stop. Oh my goodness. I feel terrible. You hear a roar! A creature bursts out of the ground immediately in front of you.
Is this Freearch?
Yes, this is Freearch. This is a good sample of Freearch.
A sample?
Smiles.
Back me up. I immediately pull out my blade and start sprinting towards it.
Firi's dragged like 5 feet before you let go.
It has like wiggly, gross bits, right?
Many.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try and minimize the number of wiggly, gross bits that like come out of its face.
Okay.
With my sword.
That's an awfully diplomatic way of saying that. Okay, yeah. You swing your sword down at the creature and manage to strike one of its tentacles. It lets out a garbled yowl, a noise you wouldn't expect from this creature. Its attention, which was already set firmly on you, is set even firmer. It did not appreciate that much at all.
I'm sure. Now that I've got its attention, I'm going to pivot around it so that it isn't staring straight at Firi. And I'm going to try and ready myself for whatever the fuck it's going to do next. Firi, does these things shoot fire?
I've never seen a creature like this before. Thinking about it, this is actually a fantastic first date. Her face lights up.
Really? I say and turn away from it.
It's going to take advantage of that opportunity to definitely move in and swing. The creature swings 2 of its tentacles down and you nimbly dodge out of the way. However, the follow-up 2 managed to catch you crossways. You are moistly slapped with the 2 of the protrusions.
I hate this. I really hate this.
Don't worry, Ashe, I can assist. She pulls the lyre from her back and strikes a single chord. You see space sort of ripple around her. You hear a slight cracking noise.
Whoa. Firi, you're so cool!
Thank you very much. I believe my powers are less relevant against a creature that can attack you so many times, though.
Okay, I'm going to continue trying to minimize its moist graspers. All right. Seeing as how my earlier strike cut the moistness in twain, I'm going to grab my sword with both hands and just heft it straight towards where I see some sort of protuberating eye.
That you may be imagining.
Yep, there are no eyes. The eyes are on the inside.
You strike a mollusk-like collection of bone, believing it to be an eye. Your sword jabs in, and the creature lets out a shriek. You've clearly struck some sort of gross pain.
Ganglion of nerves?
Yeah, I just want to back off on it's real gross.
Nope, do it.
The creature lets out a defiant roar, its entire body shaking from the pain. It's able to keep itself together and retain its footing.
Wiping off the red juices like I've been struck by an overripe imp. I scream, "No! Firi, no!"
Suddenly space around the creature cracks. It's forced to experience that pain once more. Now incensed that you did this to it twice, its fury is solely focused on you, Ashe. You've made it very, very mad.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to continue pivoting around the creature to make sure that Firi doesn't end up in any backlash.
Okay. The creature, now fully enraged, just arcs its back and attempts to spear you with its gross mandible.
Sure hate that mandible.
Panicking at the sight of seeing Ashe getting so severely thrashed, Fairy's going to charge forward and once again strum another note. This one you can tell is much, much more powerful in character. Ashe, you suddenly feel a buzzing in your head. An almost pleasant feeling like, I don't know, slight intoxication. You feel disconnected yet protected. The character in the air around you has changed.
Staring at the creature and kind of trying to anticipate its next attack, I'm going to, with my free hand, jump a few sparks between my fingers and grip the wound it just gave me, trying to sew it back shut. With the muscles that are newly knitted back together, I take my blade and swing once more at the tentacles protruding out of its neck, hoping to limit the number of attacks it can make against me.
Very nice. You swing your blade striking home. You manage to cut off another one of its wigglers. You manage to hit it with that one attack as hard as it hit you a second ago. Anchored in place by its tentacle that's no longer moving, it swings its entire body around. However, that single tentacle acts as a fulcrum. Both of the protuberances that come at you spin around, the first flying around its center stalk and choking it almost like a boa tied too tight. The follow-up attack skitters to the side and slaps into the ground uselessly, where it sticks into a board binding to it.
This is really gross!
No, this is free arc, it's okay.
Is everything in Free Arc this moist?
Looks around, Fairy Fairy takes one look around at the cave and just kind of shrugs.
I'm covered in its forbidden juices!
Don't say that.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, Firi, you might want to look away for this? Maybe? I don't know.
No.
Depends on... Oh. Oh. Okay. I go to town on the creature with my sword.
Okay.
Just trying to reduce this thing to a pitiful wood carving.
You lay into the creature and a fountain of blood just rips out up and over you. You deal a significant amount of damage to it. It's still moving. It's still honestly looking pretty okay. Screeching, it manages to retract, pulling back and removing itself from the woodpile.
The stabbing not working so well, I'm going to flip my blade around and come at it with the broadside, hoping to bat it silly.
You manage to smack the creature as it awkwardly extricates itself from this woodpile. It's clearly feeling the weight of that blow. Its legs are shaking, but it's still dead set on you.
Gross.
You say as it charges you once again with the mandible.
Oh shit.
The creature spurs forward and impales you on its long, gross mandible. You're driven
I just
back.
Fix that.
Fairy's just, covering her mouth.
Sorry, Firi. Sorry.
Okay,
It's really gross when I fight.
You hear...
It doesn't need to be.
You hear a sudden rumbling. Well, Ashe, you might not in your current state, admittedly. Firi hears a certain rumbling, a shaking in the far corner of the room. From the depths of the cave emerges... From the depths of the cave emerges a new creature. Suddenly springing from the depths...
Marcus!
She touches down.
Even better.
Wow, I feel like, feeling really bad right now for some reason. That was fucking awful. What's happening in here? I bet you guys didn't have as bad a time as me. I just got stuffed into a crawl space. Yeah, okay. Ash, do you want help?
Demoist me! Get all of its juices off of me! I hate this! I can take it, I just can't take the juices!
Oh, is that an invitation not to interfere?
Just make me clean again!
Why, I don't have any magic like that works at this range.
Just then come closer!
Fine. Jeez. And he slowly just walks over. And I thought you'd want fire support, magic support, literally anything other than, oh, Inian, make me
I'm
clean.
She's
I'm
trying to
trying to
impress
look-
her girlfriend.
I'm trying to look cool, Inian!
Told you.
You were 100% right.
You're doing a fantastic job, Ash. You're
Don't lie to
demonstrating
her.
you're demonstrating the sheer power of its crushing jaw mechanism.
Great, but what, am I doing anything cool?
Yes.
Great!
Based on the look she's giving you, Ash, I don't think you want her to elaborate on that. So do you want any help other than cleaning you?
Fine!
Fine, good, thank you.
Thank you, Inian!
You're welcome.